hit a target inside a Palestinian camp, which are crowded and built-up areas where tens of thousands of refugees live. Israel said the target was a training camp belonging to the Palestinian movement Hamas. Hamas called that a lie and said a sports field used by youths was hit.
It is a message of intimidation to our Palestinian people in the camps, meant to produce political outcomes. It's one of many forms of pressure that our Palestinian people are being subjected to.
People here fear Israel's accusation that Hamas was using the compound to prepare attacks against it could be an attempt to justify further strikes.
A simmering conflict is gradually escalating. Israel's strikes are becoming more frequent, and it is expanding its choice of targets. It is not just hitting Hezbollah or Hamas members and assets. In recent days, it's killed municipality workers in southern Lebanon. Rights groups say even if they are linked to Hezbollah, they are civilians protected under international humanitarian law.
Israel has been warning for some time now that it will escalate its military operations and attacks as it accuses Hezbollah of rearming. The escalation in recent days is also being seen as a message to the Lebanese government and army. The U.S. and Israel have not hidden their frustration with what they see as a slow process of disarming non-state actors in Lebanon. These attacks are likely to continue. Sana Khudr, Aljazeera, Beirut.
US media reports say President Donald Trump has approved a 28-point plan for long-term peace in Ukraine. According to a senior US official, the plan was put together by Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio in consultation with Russian and Ukrainian officials. It comes as top Pentagon officials arrive for talks in Kyiv. US Army Secretary Dan Driscoll is leading the delegation. He's due to meet with Volodymyr Zelensky later on Thursday. Russia has unleashed a wave of drone and missile strikes across Ukraine. At least 25 people have been killed, including children, with dozens more injured in the western city of Ternopil. Russia says it's in response to Ukrainian strikes on civilian targets in its territory. Charles Stratford reports.
The terrifying sound of an approaching Russian drone. Then the explosion echoes through the dark in Ukraine's eastern city of Kharkiv. This is what night times often like in towns and cities across the country. Russia says it doesn't target civilian areas, but night after night, day after day, it's Ukrainian people who suffer the most. Residential areas, blocks of flats obliterated, either by direct hits or intercepted debris.
As the drone got closer, I moved to the corridor. Then it hit. The blast wave threw me deeper into the building. I fell onto shattered glass, then got up and started searching for my relatives to make sure they were safe. There are no factories or industrial buildings here. It's a residential neighborhood. The only facilities nearby are a school and a kindergarten. Nothing else.
These are people's homes in the western city of Ternopil after a nighttime barrage of drones and missiles killed and injured dozens of people. Underground in the capital, Kyiv, people shelter in the metro, as they have done for more than 3.5 years during Russia's full-scale invasion.
Their goal is to destroy the nation, to destroy Ukrainians. They're doing everything they can in order to achieve their goal.
Russia has stepped up its attacks on energy infrastructure in recent weeks. Ukraine has done the same. But these are not strategic targets. They are buildings where people live. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is in Turkey for talks he says are aimed at reinvigorating negotiations to end the war. Talks the Kremlin says it won't attend. Charles